Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday WIP Knockout. Oh, I'm so excited to see everybody in the chat. Look at you all. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to spend the first 5 minutes of this video, first 5 minutes of this live gathering materials, by giving you an opportunity to get set up, get prepared for our 20-minute sessions. So we are going to give us, you have some time. You don't have to be frantic. You can just go grab 3 projects, something you're working on. Just kind of go around your home like, oh, there's 1, there's 2. If you're anything like me, you got like 20 like that you can pick from. Hence the reason why we're doing these Wednesday WIP knockouts, to hopefully start chiseling away at our projects and getting them done. Let's kind of turn off all of my notifications here so I don't get any kind of like interruptions. There we go. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you're at work, I hope that you're having a wonderful day at work tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Is everybody excited? Is everybody ready? I know some people are like last second. Okay, now I'll go get all the ingredients, or now I'll go get all this stuff. I know I kind of fall into that category a little bit where I don't focus on the upcoming holiday until it's like right there, and I'm like, crap, I need to go get everything, but I still try to get it a couple days early, so that way I've made the mistake of waiting too long, and then certain ingredients are sold out, and I'm like, no. One of the ingredients that I had this happen one year where I was going to get my Thanksgiving ingredients, the meal ideas, and my family really likes the jellied cranberry in the can. We just big fans. Not only do we like it by itself, but we also like it as a spread that we can put in a sandwich with our turkey meat, like make a whole like turkey, Thanksgiving sandwich, and I went to go get my ingredients and they were sold out of the cranberry, and I was so bummed. And from that point on, I made a solid effort to go get my holiday ingredients days in advance instead of like the day before. How is everybody? I'm so excited to dive into the chat with you, to welcome all that's here. If you do have questions, I am live for you right now. If you want to ask a question, please start with a couple question marks. That way it kind of draws my eye. The chat moves quickly and I read slowly. So also be patient with me as I'm trying to scan through looking for questions. Please only put question marks if you have a question that I can answer, opposed to a comment you would like to share. I love comments and I will get to it. I will see it, but I want to make sure I get to everybody's question and scan for questions. If you have a question you need answered right away, like you asked it and you really want that answer like now, use my super chats and super stickers. I have them activated. You can access them right next to where you chat. There's a little image with the $sign. If you click on that $sign, it pulls up the super chat, super sticker options, and you can select whatever one you want. All proceeds go right back to my channel, and I really appreciate the support. But by doing this, it pops up a very kind of obnoxious image, and I see it instantly, and I can get to your question immediately. So if that is something that's important to you, please utilize that. Otherwise, please be patient. I will get to your question. You just have to wait until I get to it. Okay? Great. We have 1 more minute. Woohoo! 1 minute before I start session number 1. Hopefully at this point you have your project, you're sat down, maybe you have a drink, so that way every now and then you can kind of stay hydrated, and you are good to go. If you want to get started now, you absolutely can. When I hit the button over here for our first 20-minute session, I want you to tunnel vision. I want you to focus. Solid 20 minutes where you are doing nothing but giving your project your full attention, so that way you can make that forward progress in it, no distractions. And I know any second is going to turn, so I'm like watching the clock. Oh, there it is. There you go. I want to be very precise with my time because I want people that come back to watch the replays to know exactly what to expect. I'm trying to be on it for them. And that way, yeah, they know what to expect. If you're watching the replay and you already have everything acquired, you can always skip to my first 20-minute session. You don't have to wait the 5 minutes that I have in the intro. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm so excited for you to be here for a Wednesday WIP Knockout. How it is structured is we have 3 20-minute sessions. So you can either spend those 20-minute sessions on 3 different projects, or I have some of you in the chat who have one project. You're a one project at a time person, which your restraint is completely honorable. I don't have that restraint. I have so many WIP projects going. But if you are somebody that's just one project at a time and you would like to work on that one project for all 3 sessions, cool. I've also had people utilize this time for coloring or cleaning their house, doing chores, or they're at work and they're kind of using the 20 minutes for different things there. Or if you have a different hobby, really utilize this time however it'll work best for you. It's a structured live, and it's however you want to spend your 20 minutes. Between each 20-minute session, between session 1 and session 2, we're going to have a 5-minute transition. So you can put away your first project and grab your second, maybe go to the bathroom. And then between session 2 and session 3, we're going to do a crochet stretch, or just a stretch. That's really good for our bodies, keeping our health in check, making sure that we're doing those preventions. And we're going to do that together. I try to do different stretches each week to keep it interesting and not be boring. All right, guys. Yay. Okay, saying some hellos. Hopefully at this point you are tunnel visioning. I'm just talking so you have some kind of background noise. If you don't want to hear me, mute me. Like, I am not going to be offended in any way, shape, or form. This is for you. You use this time however you want to use this time. You can just literally mute me and just watch the clock in the background to see where we're at. Okay. Saying hello. Hi, Brittany. I'm so excited that you're here. Shatika, welcome. Hi. Ramona, hello. Andrea, Heather, so glad that you're here. Emma, welcome. Lana, hello. Cassowary, I'm so glad to see you back in the chat. Sharon, so great to see you. Samantha, hello. Fran, Fran, I love that you're here. It means so much. I just love seeing your name and your little icon. I keep going through here. Life in Janie's Crochet World. Welcome. How are you doing today? I'm so happy that you made it to the live. Lynn, welcome. Kelly G, hello. Sharon, Rip Sailor. Oh, girl, I miss you. I wish I saw you in the Crochet Club because, man, I feel like I just want to catch up with you and see how you've been. What have you been up to? You used to make it to the lives and we would catch up, and it's been a while. So I'm like, girl, I want to catch up. Right, making it all the way to the bottom. Linda, hello. Okay, so I've tried to make sure that I said hi to everyone here that's here. I'm so thankful for you being here. If you are here and you're watching you're watching behind the scenes, being a fly on the wall, that's cool. If you would like to say hello in the chat, I would love to see that you're here and I'd love to welcome you. So just say, hello, I'm here. If you are first time, please let me know this is your first time being here. That's incredibly exciting. So, projects that I am bringing with me today. I wanted to do something different. Yes, I have lots of projects that I have been working on for weeks that you guys have seen me working on them, okay? And I could still be working on some of those, but I wanted to bring something new with me today, not just for me to chisel away at something different, something new, but also to give you something else to look at. So that way you can kind of get a glimpse on some of the other projects I have going on behind the scenes. And this one project that I have right here has a funny story to it that I want to share with you. And that funny story is in September for my birthday, my friend Hannah, she found yarn that she wanted to buy for me for my birthday. Now, my husband's really funny because he's like, you do not need any more yarn. You have more than enough yarn. And to be honest, that's fair. Okay, yes, if I were to look around my office space, if I were to see the totes that I have, yarn that is kind of dispersed throughout the house, I try to reel it in so it's not like everywhere. I haven't like completely invaded every space. But if you look around my home, I have a lot of yarn. However, my counter to that is that I'm also a collector, and I love to use some yarns as a decor item because I think it's beautiful or it's interesting. When I see yarn or when I receive yarn, it's more, the reaction that I have to it is like it's a medium for art that I can now use, kind of like paint or clay or fabric. It's a medium. When I receive yarn, my creative brain instantly connects with it and I instantly get inspired. I get excited. I want to play. It does all these really great things to my brain. And when somebody else buys me, like, so I'll buy my own yarn when I see stuff like, oh, that's pretty, or oh, that has a really cool texture, or oh, that's from a different animal. I've got to have experience working with fiber from a different animal. Like, all the things. But when somebody else buys me yarn, I receive it in a more personal way. Like, wow, you bought that yarn for me. So there's something about that yarn that either made you think of me, or when you were knowing you wanted to buy me yarn, that was the yarn that you chose for me. And so it has more of a sentimental value to it. So yes, I have a lot of yarn. Yes, I do. But there's more behind somebody else buying me yarn than just more yarn. You know, there's the sentimental value, nostalgia kind of thing connected to it. So back to my story. My friend bought me yarn for my birthday. And I gotta love people that don't know yarn. They don't understand yarn. Oh, girl. They have the best intentions, but they just don't know, right? So this is what my friend bought me for my birthday. She got me 2 of the Bernat Blanket Thick and Quick yarns. She wanted to get this for me because she loved the color and thought, she instantly connected it with me, and she thought that it would make a really comfortable blanket. And she got me these 2. And I saw the yarn. I was like, I love it because you picked it for me. You saw those colors and you thought of me, and like the whole sentimental thing that I was just talking about, right? But the funny, comical thing behind this was she bought 2 because she thought it was enough to make a blanket. So fast forward, I took these 2 and I was working up the dimensions of a small throw blanket. I'm like, okay, I know this is expensive yarn. I know it's going to work up quickly. I know that her intentions were for me to make a comfy blanket that I could throw on the couch. So, okay, small throw is the dimensions that I was going for. So when I was creating the width, put those back there. So when I was creating the width, by the way, all of you who are tunnel visioning and working on your project right now, bravo, good job. You have 11 minutes left in session number 1. I got 2 feet. So I made the width accurate to the dimensions that I wanted, but I only got 2 feet tall for the length. And I'm like, so my friend's gift ended up being $100 expense for me. I was like, thank you very much. Because, I did the approximation. I was like, okay, if 2 skeins got me this far, how many skeins am I going to need to reach the full dimension, the full length of the blanket? And I was like, all right, I'm going to need 8 more skeins. Like, okay, at least it was on sale. Thank goodness. So I got it on a major discount, and yeah, so funny story. So what I'm doing now is, here's the blanket. I actually frogged a lot of it because I was playing around. When you're dealing with a size 7 weight yarn, you're kind of limited in the crochet stitches that you can play with. Sure, technically you could do any crochet stitch that you wanted, but when it's this size, you lose a lot of definition. The yarn eats like crazy. And to be honest, if I were to do anything kind of fancy, everything would be humongous. It would be on this whole different scale, right? So for economical reasons, to get the most length, like coverage from the yarn that I have, I'm just doing a simple half double crochet stitch. The half double crochet is a beautiful stitch. It works up really nice for those super bulky jumbo size yarns. Again, with this type of blanket, in my opinion, most of the time you're letting the yarn be the star of the show, the fiber, the texture, the colors. You're not really letting the crochet stitch be the star of the show for this sized yarn. You could, I'm not taking that away from anybody. Like if you wanted to make a king size blanket with size jumbo yarn and do some kind of cable stitch, have fun. Like, have fun. But for me, I am just doing a half double crochet stitch. And I think I was trying to play in the beginning, like what can I do that was different? Because half double crochet, yeah, it's simple, it works, but it's so boring. So I was working the front loop only, half double crochet front loop only. But then like halfway through, I was starting to like miss the front loop. I started messing up somewhere because there's just so much texture. And I was just working. And man, when you're working with the size yarn, it's not like the normal, like do. No, when I'm working, I'm like cranking. So if you've never worked with a size 7 weight yarn, jumbo size yarn, it's a completely different way of crocheting. It's so different. Kind of like if you're working with a size 0 thread, crochet thread, you're working that project, you're working with that material completely different than you do with a normal size 3, size 4 weight yarn kind of project that you just kind of go with. So everything changes when you go extremely thick or go extremely thin. So I'm going to be playing with that. Now you guys kind of know that little behind the scenes story. Like I mentioned, I backed it up. I frogged. Just because I noticed the inconsistency and I wanted to go back and make it more consistent. The other project that I'm working up is a personal project outside. I'm trying to redo my outside patio area, and I wanted to make some cute throw pillows to put back there. So I found, I have it right there. I was at Joann's and I was looking at 100% cotton yarn, and I found this color right here. So big twist, 100% cotton. It's located right next to the sugar and cream. But this one is called Wild Mushroom. And I just love the color tone. I'm a sucker for colors. Man, I really like the earthy tone, something with a little more brown in it, you know, I don't know, a little more brown or a little more gray. It's just, it feels grounding, you know, earthy, right? So I saw this yarn and I was like, great, perfect for an outside throw pillow, accent throw pillow, right? So I am working up a little design, having fun with this, and this is going to be the shape, the pillow insert. La, la, la. So those are the two things that I'm tinkering with today. Knowing me and how these lives seem to go, the first 20-minute session, I'm talking the whole time. There's no crocheting happening. I'll need to grab my pillow and I'm ready to crochet, because otherwise Brittany's going to yell at me. Okay. La, la, la. Oh, and please stick around to session number 3 the whole way if you possibly can, because I'm going to be announcing the winner to our giveaway for the cup. Remember? Yeah, that's happening. So I'm going to be announcing the winner to that today. I'll wait till session 3 though, so that way we can get a lot of this other stuff out of the way first. I am now going through the chat and I'm going to look for questions. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in session number 3. Oh, I had another question. I wrote it down. Dang it. In our last live, somebody asked a question towards or in the middle and I missed it. And after each one of the lives, I go back and I really dive into the chat. Like, did I miss anything? Was there something I could bring? And somebody asked a question. I wrote it down and I bet it's in the other room. I'll bring it with me next week. Okay, I promise. I have everything all set up, but I forgot that for some reason. Boo. Okay. But if you have a question and I miss it, please ask it again, or I will try to remember to bring it up the following week. Okay, so starting at the very tip top, right before I even hit the go live button, I had people in the chat asking questions and engaging, which I thought was awesome. You guys seriously rock. Thank you so much. So Brittany, you asked, hi Tiffany, question, why did you stop doing the mystery box giveaways? I loved them. There's a couple of reasons. And honestly, most of it is connected with behind the scenes analytics, which it's kind of the businessy side to YouTube and to the channel. What was happening with my mystery box giveaways is that less and less people started watching them and less people started engaging in them. And it was actually starting to hurt my channel. YouTube was starting to penalize me. And I was like, yikes, this is counterproductive. I was trying to do something really nice for my followers by offering these mystery box giveaways. And in turn, they were actually hurting my channel. And so I had to stop. If you guys are not familiar with YouTube, let me give you a little tiny fast crash course. How we YouTubers make any kind of money off of YouTube is through the ads. We get paid off of Google AdSense. So if you let the ad play through completely on our videos, then we'll get paid for that ad. If you skip the ads, then we don't get paid. All right. So a lot of people don't know that. So what I often recommend is like, watch my video once through and like, just kind of get to the point. And then after you're done watching it once, like watch it again, but just let it run. Or if you are just kind of like hanging out for a day, like turn on one of my playlists and just let it run. Like that would be amazing. I would appreciate that so much. But what the algorithm will do is it'll look at the performance of your video. If your video gets a lot of people watching it, they're like, ooh, this person or this video got a lot of engagement. We want to share this video with more people, let them know about it. So that way they can also watch it. And it's their way of keeping people on the platform, the algorithm. But if your video does poorly, then it's all a computer system. The algorithm will think, oh, that video did not do well. People are not watching her videos anymore. So we're not going to recommend them. So it's like, ouch. So that's why I stopped doing like the stuffed animal videos. I stopped doing certain videos on YouTube and the mystery box giveaways, because after that video would go, then my next 2 videos, the algorithm wouldn't share it with people because they thought people didn't want to watch my videos anymore. So the algorithm wouldn't share my videos. And then I was getting a lot of people asking like, hey, why is it that I'm not seeing your videos anymore? And it all came down to if a video did poorly or if you chose not to watch a video one week, it triggered the algorithm that you didn't want to watch my videos. And so it's just one of those algorithm things that's really kind of like bummer, which is why I started my membership program, because on YouTube, I have to treat YouTube like a business. I have to do certain things that is going to help me have the ability to reach all my followers. I have to be strategic. That way I can make the most impact and I can help the most people. And in doing so, I have to do certain things. But if I don't want to worry about the algorithm. I take all that over to my crochet club. And I'm like, guys, what do you want to do? What do you want to make? We can do whatever. There's no algorithm penalizing us over here. So we do like all sorts of stuff over there. I plan coming up in, oh, timer's up, guys. Coming up in 2025, I plan on doing another upgrade over there. 5-minute transition period. What this transition period is for, if you are still working on your first project, project 1, and you're really close to finishing a row, this is your opportunity to just go ahead and finish your row, find a stopping point, fold up your project nice and neatly, put it away, maybe go to the bathroom real quick, get something to drink, grab your next project, and be ready to go. If you want to start your next project now, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and give people the opportunity to go to the bathroom or to get their water or finish their row. And then we'll begin our second session. But so that's what happened that's one of the major things that happened with my mystery box giveaway. The other unfortunate thing, with some giveaways is like there'll be some miscommunication or somebody just isn't happy. And then, I'm getting people upset about something that was free instead of it just being a positive thing. And so it's like, But that wasn't as much of a problem as the algorithm part was. All right, so that's why. But it's also recently, you might be asking, Tiffany, you're doing a lot of giveaways right now anyway, right? I'm trying to attach giveaways to other videos. I don't know if you noticed that. So like I'll do giveaways here in our Wednesday WIP Knockouts, or I'll attach a giveaway to like the Universal Yarn review. At the end of that video, I did a giveaway. So I'm trying to attach giveaways to other videos. So that way the giveaway itself doesn't hurt my channel. Trying to do that little loophole thing. All right. I'm all the way at the top, guys. So if you ask me a question, I love it. And I'm scrolling through right now. Hello, hello, hello. Remember, stick around to session number 3, guys. So that way you can see who won this. Don't talk to me. I'm counting Tumblr. Got the bubble wrap and everything brand new. Okay. Lynn, you're the next person I saw in this stream of things. Can you provide a link to the Volare pillow? Do you still have a discount code? I sure do. Yes. Let me help you out with that. Grab that for you. Okay, so first, and girl, it's popping up here at the bottom. I'm at the top of the chat and it's coming out the bottom, but Volare pillow link. And discount code. Make sure I got it right. Oh, not you. 1 minute. 1 minute left, guys. Not you. Trying to find where I put it. There we go. Sweet. All right, there you go. Have fun with that. Thank you so much for using my affiliate code. It really helps me out a great deal. Not just the percentage that comes back to help me support my family and my channel, but it also helps me to count how much I was able to contribute, how like what my influence actually was, or how much help me actually made for them. Okay, 25 seconds. I just like being able to record that to see how I'm doing. Brittany asks, have I ever rode a horse? I have. Not a lot. I think maybe twice or 3 times tops. So it's still fairly awkward for me to ride a horse. And I'm very nervous when I do, for sure. All right, that's it, guys. Let's start session number 2. Boom. There, you can see it. Castlewary says, do you have any advice on making content for YouTube, social media? I'm nervous to start and was told before there wasn't any point in me starting since there were so many people doing it already. Oh, I have a lot of tips. I could help a lot. If you have any questions about this, I am an open book and I am more than happy to share with you or help. If you have any questions, just share your question with me and I will tell you. Do I have any advice on making content for YouTube, social media? Consistency. That's a big one. And it's not easy. It's not easy. A lot of people get into this thinking it's one thing. It ends up being something completely different. And if you're okay with that, then you keep going and you just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. That's your biggest thing. You've got to stay consistent and keep moving forward. Put out things that you enjoy, things that you have fun with, like, why do you crochet? What are the projects that you enjoy the most? Start there. And then people will start to comment or they will start to direct you like, hey, do you also do this? Hey, can you help with that? Hey, have you ever played with yarn from here? Or, hey, like they'll start asking you questions stuff and they'll start directing you. And you can take that direction and see how it feels. Sometimes the direction that people are the community can take you might not be the direction you want to go, and that's okay. Just say, you can respond by saying, thank you so much for asking me. But I really enjoyed these projects over here. I'm going to stay over here for a little while, so also be true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Because it is very easy to kind of get swept in a direction that maybe you're not so confident or comfortable being in. Don't worry about how many people are on the platform. Don't worry about it. Everybody's doing something so incredibly different. There's a lot of vlog styles. There's a lot of tutorial styles. There's a lot of yarn reviews. There's there's different niches here and there. There's like Bonnie Barker specializes in Celtic crochet. Toni Lipsy, she specializes in Tunisian crochet. So there's also these niches within this broader crochet niche that you could get more specific in. Ultimately, what I've noticed from the algorithm is 85% of crocheters that come to YouTube for support or to watch videos are either here as absolute beginners or a beginner level, and they're really wanting to be inspired by a project, and they want somebody to show them how to make it and give them all the information that they need so they can just go. So that's dominant. So be aware of your audience. And then there's also a great amount of people that want to come just to listen. And that's where the vlog channels come in. That's where the yarn reviews come in. They just want to come to just throw it on, have something in the background, something they can watch mindlessly and not have to focus so much on paying attention, learning something. They just kind of want to be there with somebody, So it's how do you want your channel to be? What got you interested in being or having a YouTube channel or starting social media? Social media, same thing. Consistency. I struggle with this a lot because for me personally, there's so much on my plate and I am a one-person operation right now that I'm spread kind of thin. But social media is a big deal because it's your marketing. It's how you can share things immediately. Like, here's a picture of a project. Here's a picture of inspiration. Here's a picture of brand new yarn that I'm excited about or looks really cool. You know, it's just a way of engaging in marketing. Like people might see it and be like, who's this person? What do they do? Oh, they have a channel. I want to check that out. You know, like kind of thing. But also I wouldn't be afraid of starting with oversaturation because there's so many different categories. Everyone has their own voice, and some people might gravitate towards one person on the platform and other people might not connect with them and they need to find somebody else. Like I kind of like this person's vibe a little bit more. So just being yourself, authenticity is huge right now on YouTube, being extremely authentic, being true to yourself and to being true to your audience. Authenticity is a big one. And also what I've noticed is people will get in here, they'll realize that it's not easy and they'll leave. So again, if you want this to work, if you really want to do this, stay consistent and just keep doing the thing. And it'll take time. It took me 8 months to make any money on YouTube. So for 8 months, I didn't get paid a penny. So just anticipate that. And then my first check, I got like $100. Like, you know, so you're going to be working your butt off. You're going to be making a lot of content because you want to be present. You want something to hit where one of your videos will end up being grabbed and shared and people will start to discover you. People start to find you. There are still tons of people that have no idea who I am. And it's funny because I try to keep a very modest mindset where if people say like, wow, you have a big channel, I'm like, I do, you know, like do I? Like I do. So I don't think about it. I just try to stay modest. I try to stay real. I try to stay myself. But what was I getting? Oh, but that was over time. And I think a big part of it, I did get help with COVID. COVID did help. But I mean, after COVID, I kept growing. So I was doing something right, you know, but you've got to just keep staying consistent. Like I said, 8 months, I worked my butt off, 2 videos a week, trying to do all the things, be on top of everything. 8 months, not making a penny, doing all that hard work. And finally it hit. So persevere, you know, stay consistent. If you really want this, you'll get there. And then you got to keep going after that, because the more you keep going, people will start to find you. Oh, that's what I was getting at. That I feel like some people feel I have a large channel, but there's still hundreds of people every month that are like, oh, I didn't even know you existed. Like, oh, I just found your channel. And I'm like, cool. I'm so glad you found me. So it's, there's always people coming. There's always reason to keep going. There's always reason to keep creating, because the more you create, the more you go, the more people could potentially find you. So and a lot of people give up really fast. They realize how hard it is and they give up. So yes, it seems like there's a lot of people on the platform, but not a lot of people stick around. They realize how hard it is and they quit. So just mindset. I hope that helps. I'm sure some of that was like, okay. Like, but again, if you have anything super specific, cassowary, just please ask. I really want to help, and there's so much room. Yes, there's a lot of content creators, crochet content creators on the platform, but there's always a new voice, a new person that can connect to people in a different way, that maybe they finally got it because of the way you showed it, you know? And also people don't always stick around. So we have 11 minutes left in session number 2. After session number 2, we are stretching. Oh, I'm excited about it. Yay! Life in Janie's World said just ordered yarn. That's got to feel good. Love it. Shopping therapy. Anybody planning on going to Michael's or Joann's for Black Friday? Anybody do Black Friday anymore? Like, maybe on, like, I do more Cyber Monday than I do Black Friday. When I was like 15, 16 years ago, like long time ago, I actually would like get the newspaper every Thanksgiving and scour the newspaper for all the Black Friday deals and make my plan and make my circles and like what was I gonna do? And that has totally gone away. But anybody here still do it? Yay, Heather, you said I sent pics of your finished objects in my email. Yay, I can't wait. I can't wait to see them. Thank you so much for sharing those with me. Heather, would it be okay if I shared your pictures on my Instagram and Facebook? I love like lifting people up and shouting them out through my social media. But I ask first. I always ask first. I missed something. Lana was talking. Man, I always feel like I get half the conversation. Like, oh man. Because here I got Cassowary saying, Lana, I'm trying not to. It definitely killed my confidence a little bit. And I'm like, there's more to this and I missed it. Oh, next one, Lana. Some people are just plain mean, even in the content creators that have a huge following. They even find ways to get them down. It's wrong, but there's people that enjoy doing that. Okay, so we're talking about trolls. Yeah, there's always going to be trolls. There's always going to be trolls. That's why, and it's also, everyone's different. I want to state that right off the bat. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different background. Some people are more sensitive than other people are. For me, I'll look at a comment. And if the comment really is not constructive at all, it's just plain mean, I'll just delete it. And I can. Some people really struggle with this, but I can let it kind of just roll off my shoulders because I'm like, where did that come from? That was completely unnecessary. Don't like that was in left field. like the point of them even making that comment, like, wow, they really put forth effort to find something. And it's like they obviously weren't in the watching the video for the content if they were commenting on the way I look. Like that's not why you're here. You're not here to comment on how I look. You're here because I'm teaching you something or I'm showing you something or I'm talking to you about something, right? So I kind of look at the context and I'm like, delete, and some other people are they have strong opinions, like you're doing it wrong or you're holding it wrong, or like they're telling you something and it's not constructive. They're just being they're just making a complaint. And I also just delete those too, because it's not helping anybody. It's not constructive in any way. It's just plain negative. So I delete it. And I have the ability to let it kind of brush off my shoulders. I also have a lot of friends on here and they look after me, look out for me. And if somebody's being unkind or mean, they will kind of be my own little warriors. and they'll either, depending on the comment, they'll report them or they'll just say, hey, have a little bit more sympathy, or hey, Tiffany, we'll get to you, or hey, like they'll be helpful. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you who does that. It makes it easier to brush off my shoulder the negative when I have so many incredible positive people in my community and in my life. Now I do, if it's a comment that is constructive, like your video is hard to watch because it needs to be zoomed in more, or your volume was off, or the lighting was too dark or something, I'll keep those comments. Like, that's constructive. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I can take your comment and I will like pay closer attention in my next video with your comment. Like, that's helpful. But when people are just straight up being mean, I just delete it. And it's always going to happen. You cannot avoid it. So know that going in. And also know that they had a choice to come to your video. Like, they did not have to stick around. They did not have to watch. And they definitely didn't have to watch long enough to leave a comment like that. So that's on them. That's not on you. Like, even if you make the worst videos ever, put them on, you can put them on YouTube. Like, people have the option to watch it or not. Like, right? So I know confidence is a big deal, but start with what you love and what you know. You're your own kind of 4 minutes, 30 seconds. You are your own expert. You are your own person, and people are coming to your channel for you. And no one can take that away from you. Haha, Brittany. I know I'm way high in the chat. I apologize, guys. But Brittany says, oh no, those are going to work for like 3 rows. And she's talking about my yarn skins. I'm like, yeah. All right, Heather, question. Gosh, I'm sorry. I am slow at reading, and I really want to add value to my answers. Heather says, could you do a V-stitch with blanket yarn? Yeah, you absolutely could. That would be easy peasy because you're allowing the yarn to have elbow room to lay flat, and you're not doing anything surface level. You're not doing anything with texture. Texture gets lost with really big, bulky yarn, but the V-stitch isn't 3-dimensional. It's not texture. It's all kind of flat, and you are able to kind of give yourself some elbow room. What I would say though is make sure that you make your foundation chain really loose because when you go back to work those stitches, those V stitches, they're going to want a lot of elbow room. And if you make your chain too tight, then you're going to get that more over exaggerated kind of bow from the bottom to the sides of your blanket. So just be aware of that. But yeah, absolutely could do that. Brittany laughs. Tiffany, you don't know me at all. It's an inside joke that only you and I can understand. So she's talking about the Volare pillow. Whenever I start crocheting, if I don't use my Volare pillow, she's like, where's your Volare pillow? And I'm like, it's right here. But I do love using it. Yay, Mary's here. Hi, Mary. Wow, I'm sorry. You've probably been here for a while. Looking for question marks. Again, if you are someone here wanting to ask a question, I love it. Start your question with a couple question marks to help me because there's a lot of comments going on. I can already tell that there's a lot of questions happening, and I'm here for you, and I want to make sure I can get to these. Heather says, can you skip the ads during a live, or should we watch through, but then there's a lag on the live? Lives, you can skip the live, like skip for the lives. If you were to come back like after the live is live, there's now a replay. If you could watch the ads through the replay, like that'd be nice. But if you're here live with me, you can skip. And it's really hard with the Wednesday WIP knockouts because you're here for the clock, right? You're here for the time, and those ads can interrupt. So if you are doing a session, especially with these Wednesday WIP knockouts, skip the ads. Yeah, you're here for the clock, right? It's helping you. But for all my other videos, yeah. All right, Brittany, question. Have you ever met anyone who follows you on here in real life? Oh yeah, I definitely have multiple times. When I do like the DFW Fiber Festival, I met a few of you amazing people with my own crochet club. I have the crochet retreat. I just started this year doing crochet retreats. The one for 2024 was in Denver, Colorado. The one next year, 2025, is going to be in Florida. And I'm actually going to release tickets on Friday. So be ready. I'm just dropping that information now. Like, that's the first time. Got 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. But yeah, the tickets that are left to buy, because people in the Crochet Club got dibs. But the tickets that are left to buy will actually be released Friday. And so you're going to want to get that ASAP, because when they're gone, they're gone. I don't have the ability to get extras. But I met a lot of people. I got to spend some good quality time with them, and it's awesome. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. I'm giving you the respect of wrapping up project number 2. Find your stopping spot. Be able to put your project away nice and neatly and stand up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mess with my camera so I can stand up, so I can get prepared to do crochet stretches. You know, this part's always fun. All right, so get you out of the way. Move you. So yes, when you find a good pausing place, if you could stand up, just standing, that would be swell. I'm gonna zoom out. That enough? That'll work. That'll work. Those of you who still have questions, I will get to those questions in session number 3. We got 1 minute. 1 minute. Until then, so between session number 2 and session number 3, every Wednesday we do a stretch, because we have just been sitting for 50 minutes, crocheting, focusing, same position, 50 minutes. 2 20-minute sessions plus 5-minute beginning and a 5-minute transition between our first and second session. It is highly recommended that all crocheters do some kind of stretch or stand up every 40 to 60 minutes to help your body. If you don't move, then it actually causes blood to start pooling in certain spots, usually in our butt, because we're sitting. We are spending a little too much time in bad posture, which is going to affect or create aches and pains over time. If you don't have any support for your elbows, resting your elbows on anything, all right, time is up there. Then you are starting to get some tension in your shoulders, and you start to develop some aches in your elbows. And so a lot of aches and pains start to develop if you don't take those breaks. We all know we should do it. We all know it, but do we? That's why I make sure we do it at least during our Wednesday WIP knockouts. So there are 5 stretches that we will do today. The areas I try to hit are the neck, the shoulders, the upper chest, our forearm, our wrist, palms, fingers, lower back, but just 5 stretches. So I'm going to start with our head, and we're just going to do head rolls or neck rolls. So starting with your ear on your left shoulder, and then roll to the right shoulder. Go slow, like really feel it, really stretch. And then back, and then go backwards to the right. Nice. And then back. Awesome. Head up. If you liked that stretch or found that you might need to do that a few more times, do that as many times as you want. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to tell you, if there is a stretch that I walk you through and you either know you cannot do it because of body restrictions, it doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel good for your body. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I'm not a physical therapist. I'm a crocheter, an experienced crocheter. So if you need to substitute out a stretch for something you can do, then please, by all means, substitute. Okay. I don't want you to do anything that will either hurt you or cause you any harm or discomfort. Okay. I'm going to do next stretch. I'm going to do arm like windmills. So starting Whatever arm you want to start with. This arm is the left arm, so I'm going to start by going forward, then all the way up and back. We're going to do that 5 times. 2, oops, 3, 4, and 5. Now go the opposite direction. So backwards and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's do the other arm. Forward first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other direction, backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Next, I want you to find some surface, a table, a desk, anything that's, I'm going to use my built-in desk thing right here. This is anything that's flat. What we're going to do is we're going to take our hand and we're going to have our fingers towards us. And we're just going to rest our hand on the table as flat as you can go. If you can only go here, then only go there. Don't overextend, okay? I want you to just slowly, like, fingers down until you feel, I want the stretch to be right here. Right? This is just another stretch that can get you that stretch right there. And just hold it for 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other one. You can't see. Like, the angle is wrong. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now let's do flashes. Flashes, we're going to extend our fingers, complete extensions. Not like this. I want to go like really extend those fingers out and like up. And let's do 5 of them. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. That helps your palm and it really helps your fingers. That's the 3rd stretch. We just did neck. We did arm rolls. Oh, no, 4th stretch. We did this. Then we did palms. So that's the 4th stretch. 5th stretch, let's just do some twisting. Help with our lower back. Again, we're sitting so much. We're doing that arch thing. Really starts to affect that back. So let's do some twists. All right. So if you want, you can do like this cactus looking thing. All right. And then twist to the right. Keep your hips straight. And then twist to the left. That way you're really feeling it in the torso. 1, then 2, and 3, 4, 5. If you liked any of those stretches, feel free to do as many as you like. I'm hopeful, or I'm hoping that some of those may be new or fun or interesting. Again, every week I try to do something different, so it's not the same old. And I hope that you guys liked those little stretches. Again, stretches don't have to be hard. They don't have to be a lot. You don't even have to do a lot of them. You just have to stretch. Get your body to get that blood moving, the oxygen moving through your body. Get some movement so that way you're not staying in the same position, which is just going to cause aches and pains to start to occur. You know, we're helping our bodies. Great. All right, so go ahead and pick up your 3rd project. And let's start session number 3. Oh my gosh, these lives, man, they fly. 20 minutes. I mean, technically, if you stick with me the entire time, we're together over an hour. We're together like an hour and a half. And they just go like that. Okay, I see a lot more questions, and I want to make sure I get to them. For all of you who are here working on your project, again, tunnel vision, just listen to me and just look at your project and give your best effort this last 20 minutes. trying to make that forward progress with your projects and really try to just knock out some WIPs. Kelly, I love how a lot of you are talking about Thanksgiving in here. I think that's really sweet. Kelly mentioned, is anyone making pies? I bought mine because you don't want me making pie. I am not good in the kitchen. The kitchen was not blessed upon me. Cooking was not gifted to me. Like, I'm awful in the kitchen. Like, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can make some meals. Yes, I can follow a recipe. But am I talented? Am I gifted in the kitchen? No. Do I enjoy the kitchen? No. It's not my interest, my strength. Oh, I love that, Brittany. You asked Cassowary what their channel name was. I think it's really sweet when we can lift each other up. And I think that's really awesome. Racine, I saw that. I am stoked. I am so happy you're going. Like, like yay. I know, Brittany. Brittany says, Tiffany, I wish I could meet you so bad. So I try to put myself in situations and places for people to be able to meet me. I try to go to events when I can. And I try to go to events, something that's going to make sense for me to be at when I can. And I will let you know when I'm going to be somewhere, if I'm going to be somewhere. So that way, if you have the ability to meet up with me, that's awesome. I am an extremely busy person. My work keeps me very, very busy. But I do love meeting people. I have the best time. Heather says, where in Florida? It's a secret. If I tell people, they'll just show up. You got to get a ticket. It's going to be awesome, though, guys. When I do my retreats, this is my second one. And I'm having a blast with them. They're all going to be in a completely different. My goal is to do a completely different state, make it an experience. The theme, what we do at the retreat is always going to be new and different and fun, but always have the same vibe of relax, chill, community, having fun together, and just having a good time. It's a retreat. It's not a convention. It's not a show. So I'm just there to show you a really good time, and you get something out of it, But this coming year is going to be so much fun. Is there a dandelion? Oh, Emma, yes, this is a dandelion tattoo. Yes. Yeah. I really like the idea of hope and wishing and putting something out into the world, putting something out into the universe. And so, like, I really love the idea of the whole idea of making a wish, the dandelion. So that's what that's from. I need to actually take some of these tattoos of mine, like the owl, the dandelion. I need to take some of these things and like put them on merch. Oh, Monique. Monique asked where in Florida and how much. You'll find out Friday. I kind of just did a little sneaky tease drop. I'll be putting it on my social media. It'll be on my website, kind of thing. Oh, yeah, Brittany, if you can't do certain stretches because of your shoulder and what you got going on, again, if you can at least stand up, that's a huge deal. Right? Just kind of do what you can. Maybe take walk a little circle around your living room, around your kitchen, or like just take a little circle. Kind of just move your body. I think that's the biggest thing. Is just move your body. Brittany says, come here to Oklahoma. Maybe we can run into each other. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the tickets. Like Arrow Lover says, I wish I could get a ticket. Guess I'll wait till 2026. I currently, right now, I mean, I've only done one. I only have one successful retreat under my belt, but I'm having so much fun with them. I want to make it a thing where every year I do something. I do a retreat somewhere different, and I'm really loving them. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. She's giving me cooking tips. Oh, she's telling me how to make a really nice, fancy romaine salad. Love it. Thank you. That sounds yummy, actually. We are in we're in round 3. Great question, Samantha. We are currently in our 3rd session. Got 13 minutes left of session 3. I know, they fly. They go so fast, don't they? Holy guacamole. Oh, thank you so much, Tanya. And welcome, Tanya. I didn't see that you were here. I'm happy to see you in the chat. Yeah, Tanya, it was great seeing you, getting to meet you. I mean, that's the cool thing about the retreat is we actually get to spend like a lot of good quality time together. And you really get to meet people on a whole new level. And so many friendships just bloomed and blossomed. And it was so cool. The tickets are going to release on Friday. Black Friday. Cool. 12 minutes. And I have reached the bottom of the chat. If I missed a question, please go ahead and repeat your question for me because I don't want to miss anything. Move you. Grab you. There we go. But oh, I need to announce a winner. I'm totally getting distracted. Guys, I need to announce a winner to the Tumblr. To the Don't Talk to Me, I'm Counting Tumblr. You guys, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you have to watch each one of these Wednesday WIP knockouts. I every now and then, I will throw in that I'm doing a giveaway and what you've got to do to enter into that giveaway. And then the following week, I will announce the winner. So I already have it plugged into my phone. Oh, here, let me dim this a little bit so it's a little bit easier. There we go. Oh, I love the drums. Thank you for the drums. All right, here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and push. The winner is... Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Bubba16. At Bubba16. All right. I'm going to reach out to at Bubba16. Cup. The saying is very appropriate. Been counting every row on a blanket that I'm working on. For real, I've been there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to that person's comment. And hopefully I will be able to get a hold of them. Believe it or not, let me see. Oh, here we go. I'm doing this again. For those of you, I'm selecting a second winner because, hey, is that Sharon? Sharon! Because somebody didn't reach out to me. So in a couple weeks ago, I was giving away the slub yarn, the really cool slub yarn, and the person never got in touch with me. So Sharon, I'm going to be sending you one of the Carnival slub minis. Yay! Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. You won. Let's see if... La, da, da. Sweet. Actually, Well, let me pick another one. One more. Okay, last person, Lisa. Lisa. So Lisa, you get the other slub yarn. The person, both of these people, I think that was the week that the live was weird, but neither one of the people that won got in touch with me. So Lisa, Shay, 821. I'll be reaching out to you as well for the other one. So that was the giveaway stuff that I've had in my possession that I wanted to get out to you all. Congratulations to everybody. Again, Sharon, I know you and I know how to get a hold of you, but the other two, I'm going to be reaching out to you in the comments and hopefully I hear back from you. If I don't, then I will just be gifting it to somebody else here in one of our Wednesday WIP knockouts. Cool. Yay. I love giving you guys things. It's so cool. So much fun, especially as we get closer and closer to Christmas. I mean, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. What are you guys thankful for? I am thankful for you. I am so thankful for each and every one of you being here, either in the live or in the replay, making a point to come hang out with me during a Wednesday WIP knockout. I'm so thankful for you being here with me, lifting up my journey, crocheting with me. I'm just so incredibly thankful for being able to have this incredible community. You guys are awesome. And I want to show my love and appreciation to you guys in any way that I can. So Nessa's here. Hi, Nessa. Hi, Kim. Awesome. Okay. Got that out of the way. Giveaways. So next Wednesday, we're going to be in December, guys. Wow. So next Wednesday, we are going to get together and I will find a new something for a giveaway. And so next week, it'll be introducing prize and how you can enter for that prize. So make sure you show up or at least catch the replay. La, la, la. All right. So with this size jumbo yarn, I'm using a size 25 millimeter crochet hook. Wanting to make sure I give my stitches enough breathing room so that way they're nice and squishy and plushy. I'm just working half double crochet stitches. I was trying to be fancy and do half double crochet stitches in the front loop only, but it didn't show up enough, wasn't flattering enough, and I kept messing up. So I'm just going to go back, just do simple, plain half double crochet stitches and let the yarn be the star of the show. Brittany asks, got some questions. La, la, la. I scrolled up because I was like, did I miss anything else? All right. Christy, welcome. Christy with Honeybee Hedgehog Designs. What a fun name. Like, how fun. This would be the first Thanksgiving I've never had to cook. Nice. It's going to be strange, but this mama is going to enjoy relaxing. Bravo. Good for you. Enjoy it. Kelly says, I'm thankful for my siblings and my biological mom and dad and biological sisters, except for other because, okay, that makes sense. But you're still thankful for family, and I love that. Brittany said, did you get your Volare? Oh, you caught me. Dang it. No. Here it is. All right. Oops. clunky thing. Okay. What yarn is this? This yarn is Yarn Inspirations Burnett Blanket Thick and Quick in the color Clay Caramel. Oops. There. If you missed it, in the beginning of this live, I told a story about how my friend bought me this yarn, and she bought me two skeins of it because she wanted me to make a blanket with it. And I was like, oh, you're sweet. But I'm going to need a lot more than 2 skeins to make a blanket. So my friend's gift ended up being $100 expense. So I could get more yarn to actually make the blanket. But it's still, I'm always going to think of her when I see this blanket. Now it's got a story to it, you know? And sometimes the story is so worth it. It's like, yeah, so that blanket right there, yeah, I got to tell you the story. We have 2 minutes, just shy of 3 minutes left of session number 3. Heather, Tiffany, Brittany's got eagle eyes. She does. She's waiting for it. Okay, Arrow Lover says, I have never used that. So one of those makes a blanket, or do you need more than one? Or I suppose it depend on if you want a lot. Gosh, great question. So I think the idea of it being called blanket yarn is because it is so soft and plushy that it makes a really nice blanket. But by far, even just using 1 skein, it's not going to give you enough to do anything with. So you're definitely going to need more than 1 skein if you're going to want to make something. What I did is I knew I wanted to make a throw blanket, so I chained and did stitches to meet the width of a small throw blanket, and then I worked the 2 skeins that I had, and it got me like 2 feet. And I was like, okay, so if the blanket that I want to make is 5 feet long and 2 skeins got me 2 feet, then I am going to need a lot more yarn. I think when I did the math, taking all the dimensions, I needed a total. I think I needed a total of 8 skeins, and so I either had to buy 8 skeins or I needed 8 skeins. I don't remember how many were in the box, but it was a big box because these yarns are not small, in order to actually make the blanket that I wanted to make. So it says blanket yarn, but it's because it'll make a nice blanket. I think I've seen people use this yarn to make beanies before, but it's a really bulky beanie and it would be really hot. So if you live somewhere where it's really cold outside, that might be a nice beanie. But I mean, even a scarf would almost be too obnoxiously bulky. That's got to be why they call it blanket yarn, because it's too soft. It wouldn't hold any structure to be a basket. I mean, you could technically make it a tote bag, but unlikely. So really, I think the only project this yarn is really matched with well is a blanket, and that's got to be why they call it blanket yarn. All right, that's it. Session number 3 is over. I got a couple stitches in. Feeling a little good about that. I was able to get a couple stitches in. Now, those of you who might be worried, like, Tiffany, you didn't get any forward progress done during our Wednesday WIP knockout. I actually definitely let these Wednesday WIP knockouts be for you and structured specifically for your success and for your progress. And then after these lives, I go and do my own. Like, I really do appreciate, you know, just the 20 minutes of uninterrupted, full focus. This is what I'm giving 20 minutes to, is this project. And if you can do that once a week, we do that scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, you know, or YouTube. You know, we waste 20 minutes on our phone, easy peasy. So if you could just go on your phone and set a timer for 20 minutes and just focus on your project, you're really not sacrificing time anywhere else. And you're still able to make some kind of forward progress finishing up some of your projects. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you making the effort to knocking out your WIPs. I hope that this helped. I hope you enjoyed our time together today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Those of you who are in my crochet club, I will see you tonight where we're playing crochet trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun. And for everybody else, I will see you next week for another Wednesday WIP knockout, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you have an amazing day with family, or if it's just you, I hope you do some amazing things. Maybe take the day to like crochet, like just do you, have a you day and just have the best day. I hope you guys have an awesome day tomorrow, but take care and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye everybody. And we're out. Peace.